think we're live. Yay! I don't know. We'll soon find out, I guess. Wow, it's a bit bright though, isn't it? Let's turn the brightness down a little bit. Yay, that's better. So, live on BeingSwenglish and 1,000 subscribers. It's a bit late in Sweden at the moment. It's 11 o'clock at night. And so probably no one's really going to watch this. But I just thought I'd say a quick thank you for helping this channel get to 1,000 subscribers. When I started this channel just a year ago, I never genuinely thought that it would get to even 100 subscribers. And it's now at 1,000. And I'm really, really proud and honored. And thank you guys so much. And it's really nice as well that when I publish a video, I see the names that I actually recognize. So like Joe Davis, he's just commented in the chat. Hey, Joe. I recognize the names, and it means a lot when people are watching video after video and commenting and sharing a bit about themselves as well, because I'm sharing everything about my journey from England to Sweden on this channel. And so it's nice to see a little bit about my visitors and the people who subscribe to the channel as well. Alistair Gold, how are you? Does that mean you're going to start to learn Swedish? Jag kan lite svenska redan, men jag måste hitta lite mer förtroende att tala mer svenska varje dag. Yeah, I was going to say some more Swedish, but I can't think of any to say. But yeah, so basically I started it a year ago, 1,000 subscribers, which is really, really cool. And tack så mycket, Joe. Bra svenska. Actually, someone did actually say to me the other day, what a nice Swedish accent you have, which was quite interesting. And I don't know what accent, when I try and speak Swedish, I don't know what accent I actually have. I don't know whether it's a bit of a Skåne or something else, but I can hear the difference. I was in Big Macs today, where you buy like great meals, B&Q, the Swedish version. And I said to the lady, I can really understand your Swedish really easily. And she said, I said, you're not skånsk, are you? And she said, oh, no, I'm inte skånsk. And when she said it, she sounded really skånsk. So I wonder if she was actually putting on a bit of an accent, but I don't know. So Joe, you come from Birmingham, so imagine my weird accent when I try. So basically, what's next in BeingSwenglish? Well, the channel's done much better than I thought it would, and this was just really it was kind of like therapy for me, really, during the move. Just shooting a video and getting my thoughts out there and recording it in a video and ranting to the world. And hey, Sina, hey, Henry Robotic, cheers for joining, guys. And yeah, it's grown dramatically. So I've been thinking about lots of ideas. There are lots of people who are up for the idea of regular video meets, and I think there's a lot of Brits living here who aren't as chatty and sociable and never shut up like me. And the idea of a monthly video meet, a regular slot, I think would be really popular, whereby you guys could join up, chat to up to 100 other people on the call. That's going to take some moderation. But basically bring you guys together, and you'll all be in similar places. There'll be people in your area of Sweden, and an opportunity to make friends. So that's one idea. The other idea is memberships, channel memberships. With YouTube, you can actually have a channel membership where when you join it, you get a special little icon by your name when you comment on any video. It would also give you benefits like taking part in a monthly video meet and other things like that as well. So that's another idea. Also, members only videos. So I can publish videos that only members can see. And that could be quite interesting. Collaborations, there are a number of other great channels of British people in Sweden. There's English Girl in Sweden, I think is one of them. Another is Brit in Sweden. There's a few other channels. There's about 3 that I'm aware of now. And I've been chatting to those guys as well, because they're going through similar experiences. And wouldn't it be great to do collaboration with those guys? So that's another idea I've got. Longer videos. Now, I started this channel with short videos. The idea was that it needed no editing, and I could just film it on my phone. And by the way, every video you see on this channel, oh look, I've got an invisible mobile phone. Every video you see on this channel is filmed on my little Samsung S20 here. I don't edit them at all. I don't do any fancy stuff. I shoot it and I upload it. The only thing I do sometimes do is to make the audio a bit better, I plug in a headset. That's all. So it's the easiest, simplest workflow in terms of producing videos. So if anyone else wants to do it, I'll more than happily help you set up a YouTube channel. But yeah, longer videos. So originally they were going to just be a minute long, and that's how I started it. But people kept saying, I want longer videos, I want longer videos. And as you can tell, I can talk for England and I never shut up. And so longer videos coming to the channel. The last two were like 33 minutes, one of them about making friends in Sweden. And yet that's been one of the channel's most popular videos to date, which shocks me. The other video yesterday was about, thanks Joe for the comment about the making friends video. A lot of people have commented that that was useful. And that's why I started this channel really. The other video earlier today, I've lost track of time, was about how COVID is looking right now in Sweden from a British perspective. And again, that was, I think, almost 20 minutes and popular. So I don't intend on making every story a feature-length movie, but I will start filming a little bit longer videos. But I do need your input. So if you've got ideas, don't comment in the chat here, but comment on this video after this live stream with ideas of topics you'd like me to cover. You know, it doesn't, I'm not necessarily an educator here. I can't give you all the answers, but give me a topic that you want me to talk about from my perspective, and I'm more than happy to talk about that. Alistair said, what about organizing regional meetups in your area? You could take over a local pub in Malmö. We probably can after COVID, but that is a great idea. And that's exactly what I'd like to do, BeingSwenglish meetups. And again, this is where the channel memberships would come in. The reason for that is you don't just want any old person turning up. And so when you have a channel membership, maybe it's 10 SEK a month, for example, but it shows a commitment to getting all these extra perks that I can offer via the channel. And it means you're not just some stranger who's going to turn up. It means you're actually, well, it could still be a stranger, you could still be a complete psychopath. But it does mean that we know the people that are turning up because they've committed to the channel. And I think that's a really nice idea. It'd be really, really good to do that. Also, you know, rather than meeting at a pub, we could arrange some activities like going out and doing some paddle boarding. I really want to do that. And do some other Swedish things like, I don't know, maybe we can get some tins of surströmming. I can never pronounce that. This really smelly stuff that apparently tastes better than it smells. And we could get some aquavit as well, because we'll probably need it if we're going to eat that stuff. So the other thing are vlogs. I'm going to do some more out and about vlogs because, you know, I started the channel roaming around with my phone, and I've kind of stopped that in recent times because work has been really busy. But I will get out there and do some more vlogs. And as part of that, I want to interview some Swedes. So I cover lots of topics. And, you know, one of the big ones that meant a lot to me was this one about making friends. And I got so fed up of seeing people moaning that Swedes are not friendly, which is utter nonsense. And so, you know what, I'm going to take my camera and I'm going to get out there and talk to some Swedes and show you guys how easy it is and how friendly they are. I saw a video a few days ago of this lady, this American lady, and she was, you know, trying to prove that Swedes aren't friendly. But she was doing it by standing in the street, waiting for Swedish people to approach her, and then going, hello, in their face. And no wonder they were then walking away from her looking terrified, you know, but she used that to evidence that Swedes are not friendly. So I'm going to get out there with my camera and talk to some Swedes. Maybe we'll do it live, a live stream. So that's the idea. They're the ideas I have for the channel. But if you guys have any others, let me know. Nikki Craig said, do you think you have a better way of life in Sweden than the UK? Nikki, I would say definitely. And, you know, a lot of stuff's happened this year, you know, in my personal life over here as well. And despite all of that, I'm glad to be here because I don't think at home I would have been quite as happy. I would have been near friends and family. Obviously, that's a massive, massive benefit. And that's the element that I miss from the UK. But in terms of way of life, yeah, I mean, you know, certainly from a kid perspective, the system here is incredible. And we pay about 1,000 krona per month to have our boy in Vorskolan every day of the week. And if we were in the UK, in my home city of Bristol, I think that would cost about £60 or £70 per child per day. And so I know, lots of my really good friends in the UK can't afford to both work. It's just not worth it because it's costing them more to pay to have their kids in Vorskolan or preschool than it would do for them to actually just stay at home. One of the parents stay at home and look after it. After it, that sounds awful, doesn't it? After it, the kid. So yeah, I would say definitely a better way of life in Sweden. And it's just, especially going through this pandemic as well, we've got so much more freedom here. And yeah, I think it's better here. And to be honest, I don't think I would have quite the property, the house that I've got in the UK, because land costs a lot more in the UK. And so I feel very lucky over here. Sina said, I found you, I want to say early pandemic when UK had shut down and you shared your thoughts. Since then, I found your input and thoughts very worth subscribing and hitting the bell. That's really nice to hear. Thank you, Sina. And again, I recognize your name. And Joe, it's really nice to see names that I recognize from all the videos that I put out there. Joe says your kids are definitely, my kids are definitely better off here. Yeah, I agree. I think the only sad thing for me is that I would have liked Ellis to have been in the UK for a little bit longer so that he would have picked up a proper English accent. And I don't mean that with any disrespect to Swedes. They speak incredible English. But I would love my little boy to have picked up a neutral English accent like mine. And the challenge here is, he's hearing Swedish most of the day now because he's at school most of the day and everybody speaks Swedish there. So it's only the time that he's with me that he's actually hearing English. So that's my only worry, not worry, sadness, I guess, because I'd like him to sound like me so I feel like I'm at home. And if he doesn't have the kind of English accent, then I don't know. We'll see. Vi får se. Because there are lots of kids that as they get older and older, their English accent changes anyway. So at the moment, he sounds very Swedish speaking English, but his language skills are incredible. He can switch from English and Swedish just like that. He can tell a story and then tell the same story in Swedish. It's absolutely incredible. Really, really good. I actually know there's a very good friend here, a lady who hates me saying it. I always say she's from Newcastle. She's not. She's from Teesside, I believe. But to most of us, it's all the same thing, isn't it? And but her kids don't sound like Geordie. They don't sound Newcastle, Teesside to me. So, and that's a very strong accent. So, I think Ellis's accent will evolve as he gets a bit older. But the idea of this live stream is to give it a test really and see how it works. If anyone has any questions, write them in the chat. Hopefully things sound nice and clear as well. And isn't that cool, the flag thing in the background that's done? I haven't got a green screen or anything like that here. But so really just to say thank you for subscribing to the channel. Someone's giving it a thumbs down. Look at that. That's good though, because thumbs down, thumbs up, they're both interaction. And by doing that, this video gets recommended to more people's videos feeds. It also means that the person who's given the thumbs down is a subscriber, which is so ironically hilarious. So thank you, Mr. Thumbs Down, for subscribing. Feel free to change your mind and to undo the thumbs down. But regardless, thank you for being a subscriber and helping me to 1,000. In fact, if that troll unsubscribes now, I'll be at 999 maybe. No, actually, I won't, because I'm at 1,003. Alistair, the key to long-term integration is learning the language properly. I can recommend Folk University. Yeah, I agree. If you want, somebody's comment was that they have given up trying to be Swedish and integrating. But, that was her mistake, really. You shouldn't try and strive to be Swedish. You should strive to be happy and be yourself. Language absolutely helps, but it's never hindered me. I've never been out with my Swedish friends and they've never said to me, come on, Ash, this is tiring. I don't want to speak English anymore. They've never, ever said that to me. And, when I do say to the guys, I feel sorry for you guys all speaking English just for me, they say, no, don't worry, we like speaking English. We don't get to speak English that often, so it's good. You know, and there's a really, really good Swedish friend I've got here. The other day he came over and, you know, we were chatting and having a beer. And he said, you know, I really like coming here because I get to practice my Swedish because I haven't used it for years. So I agree to you that integrating is really good because it means a lot to Swedes when you speak their language. But equally, I don't want to lose my identity. I'm English, you know, and I don't want to forget that over here. Yeah, like Joe said, Swedes love the chance to use their English. Now, there are Swedes that don't. If you go to some of the big retail stores here, the shops, a lot of the staff I've noticed don't speak particularly great English. And so, you know, I do agree that from that perspective, it's useful to be able to switch to Swedish and away you go. But yeah, I've found a lot of confidence in the last few weeks, and I've been speaking a lot more Swedish. And I understand a lot more subconsciously as well. I'm not thinking about it so much now, and trying to translate it when after I've heard it. I'm hearing it, and it makes sense to me when I hear it, which must be some thing in my brain clicking, and it's meaning that I now, yeah, I don't get it. I guess it must be the multilingual thing that means you stop having to translate it, and instead you just know the word and you know what it means. Alistair said, in England, would you be happy if someone lived there and never spoke English though? No, I absolutely agree. I absolutely agree. But the culture here is different in the respect that everybody learns English, because Sweden couldn't do business with the rest of the world if they didn't speak English. And so everybody speaks and learns English here from a very early age. Whereas in England, we are arrogant and we are very siloed and insular and self-important. And we've never needed to speak global languages, you know. Otherwise, it would be mandatory for us to speak Spanish so that we could do business with the rest of the world. Or is it Mandarin that's the biggest language? I don't know. But yeah, I mean, it does make you think about how complacent some of us were when we were learning languages in the UK. I had German and French. And I remember being terrified of my German teacher, Frau Bell. She was absolutely terrifying. That's why I didn't like German. But I think if I'd have had a lovely Swedish teacher, I probably would have liked to have learned Swedish. Joe says, what plans have you got for Påsk, which is basically Easter over here? Not sure at the moment. We've got a funny little outfit for Ellis to wear to school, and I'm not sure. I think what we might do, where I am here in Skåne, there are lots of really, really nice forests and outdoor places, and, you know, places where you can wander around, and they've got animals and barbecuing areas. So I think I may head down to one of those and have a little barbecue and have a wander, let Ellis climb on some things and stuff like that. So that should be quite fun, definitely. Wow, 12 people are watching. Guys, if you are watching, hit thumbs up. Or thumbs down if you're an idiot. Regardless, you're still making the channel popular. So whether it's a thumbs up or a thumbs down, it's interaction, and I appreciate each and every of you guys for watching this. So yeah, I think we'll probably do this more often as well, a live stream, because this is so fun. It's really nice to interact and chat with you guys live. And as I said, if you've got any ideas for topics of videos, things you'd like me to cover, you know, I've pretty much been through a lot of processes now in Sweden of, in fact, I just re-registered with SFE as well, SFI. So I will be starting SFI next week, nästa vecka. Så jag hoppas att jag ska bli mycket bättre på svenska efter nästa vecka. Så kanske jag ska ha en video var jag ska tala bara svenska. Kanske. Vi får se. But anyway, thank you very much, guys. We've been streaming for 20 minutes. I think it was a good first test. Have a lovely week. Thank you very much for watching. And again, thank you very much for taking this channel to 1,000 subscribers. I am genuinely really, really proud. You guys have kept me going over the last year through Brexit, pandemic, and everything else. So thank you very much for your comments on all the videos as well. It makes me smile every time. Thanks very much, guys. Have a lovely evening. And I promise the next stream won't be this late because I need beauty sleep, as you can see. Cheers, folks. Bye-bye.